that working? Righto, good morning everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Cam Tyndall. Anyway, and I'd like to thank Ken and family for allowing me the privilege to conduct this service here today for Donna. I would like to welcome you here today to this funeral service for Donna, thanking you for putting aside other plans that you may have had so that you can be here. Your presence here says much more than words could possibly say, and it's a true indication of the measure of love and support that surrounds Donna and her family. And you only have to look at how many people are here. No one knows just how we affect the lives of others. We rarely stop to think about it. It's only at times like that when we suddenly realise there is a gap in our lives, and we realise just how important each and every one of us is. It is only now that we understand the meaning of the words. I shall pass this way but once. Any good that I can do, let me do it. Now, for I shall not pass this way again. Donna was unique and Donna was important. She affected the lives of everyone that met her in some way. Sometimes on our journey through life we meet people who leave footprints in our mind. They challenge us to see things differently and to question our personal reality. Sometimes on our journey through life we meet people who leave the footprint on our heart. They create a safe place for us to open our hearts to feel loved and special. Then sometimes on our journey through life we meet people who leave footprints on our souls. They share themselves with us so profoundly that they touch the very essence of who we are in that secret, quiet place. Donna has left gentle footprints on the minds and souls of many here today. May we always remember the beauty of her love, her kindness, and the sacred way she touched our lives. I would like to invite Amy forward to share the moments of her mum's life.
Thank you, Cam, and thank you, everybody. I've done a really wonderful job of not crying this morning, so I'll do my best to continue that. I'll just start with a quote that I listen to often, and it always reminds me of Mum. We know that from time to time there arise among human beings people who seem to exude love as naturally as the sun gives out heat, and that's my mum. For those of you that I have yet to meet, my name is Amy and I'm Donna's firstborn. Mum will have told you some of her life story in pieces or in its entirety, and it will have had the appropriate depth. I don't want to stand here today and dictate too many dates and life events to you all. Instead, to describe and celebrate Mum's life journey with the flavour it deserves, I'd like to focus on 3 traits that made Donna the incredible human she was: determination, integrity, and generosity. Donna Patricia made her first appearance in January 1960, the 7th child of 10 to Patsy and Harry Maligan in the town of Chinchilla. Mum is described as quiet and kind by her siblings, and the quiet bit may come as a bit of a surprise to some of us here. After growing up in Toowoomba and finishing school, Mum joined the Navy and relocated to Melbourne. This was in January 1978. And soon after that, she met a serviceman named Guy, and 12 months later, she had a belly full of me. We can make the assumption that I was a delightful baby and that Mum was a natural mother, because over the next 9 years, she and Dad produced 3 more delightful children, Laura, Jessica and Joshua. People come in and out of your life as appropriate, and after 14 years, Mum and Dad parted. In time, Ken Robinson appeared in Mum's sights, her blonde-haired cowboy. Well, a bit of a greyer shade of blonde now. Ken came to us in a package with 2 beautiful children himself, Ricky and Lacey, and the 8 of us soon became a well-functioning, noisy, packed household. This was quite the feat for all of us, but most of all Mum, the matriarch, the ship's captain, the cook, the shopper, the life coach, the mediator, and all of the other titles that make a big, complex household work. Mum and Ken's 28-year relationship has been one of love and mateship, a beautiful codependency between 2 incredible people. So, determination, integrity and generosity. Mum's determination meant that us kids were mothered to within an inch of our lives. We were to be well-spoken, well-dressed, well-behaved, well-educated, and we were not to loiter or forget our manners. She was determined that her children would have opportunities greater than those proffered to her. She was determined that we would represent all that was good in humanity, that we would live well and prosper, and to walk this earth with an inner confidence and a kind heart. What a determined woman she was in ensuring that the most important role she played was a successful one, and I know that she's proud of each and every one of us. Mum's determination also saw her build a resume after 15 years of mothering and approach all 3 funeral homes in Toowoomba for an opportunity to train as a funeral director. A long-held dream of Mum's, we were so proud to see her flourish, and she quickly became the manager of Kevin McGrath Funerals after a beautiful mentorship from Kevin and Jackie McGrath themselves. Some of you may have witnessed her in action in that role and know that she shone. She was the most outstanding professional, helping families to say goodbye to their loved ones in the most respectful way, no matter what their circumstance or their budget. It will come as no surprise that she prepared this service here herself for today. What a determined woman she was in creating her own opportunities. Mum's integrity manifested in a number of ways. She offered an honesty that was sometimes raw and sometimes hurt, but it was always to achieve a positive outcome. She defended those who didn't have the capacity to defend themselves. She was steadfast in her principles and never missed an opportunity to remind anyone who wandered off that path, especially her children. Mum's integrity was rock solid, and this allowed her to be the proud woman she was, right to her last breath. Mum's generosity was immeasurable. Her home was always warm and welcoming, and what was hers was everyone's. Hoarding money was never important, and in fact it more often than not ended up where she felt it was needed more. Access she had to any resources meant that that was shared with anyone who needed it. I loved this about Mum especially, and it's influenced me immensely. She was extremely generous with her advice, and I'm sure there are quite a few people here today that have been on the receiving end of Mum's sage wisdom, solicited or unsolicited. Her life journey and the many paths she travelled meant that she had a swathe of anecdotes and experiences to offer, and her approachability meant that there was no problem too small or too large to help you with. What a generous woman she was. Determination, integrity and generosity. Mum's passing will take a significant toll on us all. She was too young. and it just seems very unfair. But if she was standing here today, she would encourage us to focus on all of the positives and not to waste too much energy elsewhere. And she's right. There's so much to look back on and to look forward to, all the while with Mum in our hearts and our very being. To this community here in Muttaburra, our family is forever grateful for the remarkable support, opportunities and connections that Mum regarded so highly here during her time here. There is no doubt in my mind that Muttaburra is the place she was supposed to be and the place she will always be now. Just to finish off and before I hand the mic over, Mum would always say to us, I loved you first. Well, today we say to you, Mum, we loved you last.
Thank you. Thank you. Susie Wyden, would you like to come up?
Geez, Amy, you're a hard act to follow. First of all, I'd just like to say how fitting it is that Donna gets her last ride in a hearse. I did ask her at one stage whatever inspired her to become a funeral director. She said growing up she always wanted to drive a hearse. I only knew Donna for a short time, since Kenny and her moved to Muttaburra around 7 years ago. Some of our most memorable moments were on our trip to Tassie together, a trip I shall never forget. But as she said to me on a couple of occasions in the last few weeks, the time we spent together was short but definitely sweet. Sorry, buddy. She was my friend, my mentor, my therapist, my drinking buddy, and basically anything else I needed at the time. Donna had this amazing knack of getting you to look at a certain problem in a different light, and whether she was telling you your pedigree, which believe me she could do no trouble at all, or just being a friend and listening, I can guarantee you always walked away with a different perspective. Donna had such a positive impact on so many lives just by making people feel like they were valued. Most of all, I admire her strength and bravery. Whether it be from life's experiences or her sheer dogged determination, the courage she displayed in these last few weeks has been nothing short of inspirational. I have not known Donna's wonderful children very long either, but I feel like I have, and I take some comfort in knowing that there's a little piece of her in every one of them. And I'm so grateful she got to have this special time with them. You said this was your journey, Donna, and you have taken a piece of my heart with you on this journey of yours. I promise you we will do our very best to look after your man, Kenny. Rest easy, my friend, until we meet again.
Right, was there anyone else that'd like to say any words? Rather shaky, thank you. Donna chose these songs herself, so yeah. Donna, today we are grieving your death. We will comfort each other and remember the times we laughed and the times we cried. We remember your care and the joy you gave to so many. We will cherish the special place in our hearts that will always be reserved for you, and we thank you. Donna, for the gift your living brought to each of us. We now come to the committal part of the service where we say our last goodbye to Donna. Into the darkness and warmth of the earth we lay you down. Into the sadness and smiles of your memories we lay you down. Into the cycle of living and dying we lay you down. May you rest in peace, Donna. In fulfillment into loving. Donna, we commit your body to the eternal cycle of life. We free you into the embrace of nature. Shaggy. Nothing can distract from the joy and the beauty you shared with Donna. Nothing can possibly affect the depth and of experiences Donna herself knew. What has been will be forever. The past, with all its meaning, is secure. Our love for Donna and her love for you cannot be altered by time or by circumstances. This concludes the service, and I would like to invite you to meet at the Exchange Hotel with Donna's family, have a yarn, a cup of tea or coffee with each other, and remember your time with Donna. And one last word for myself. Donna is a part of Mother Bar. She made it because of such a beautiful person she was. And Saggy. You and Kenny, would you? And any of the family, and then followed by anyone else?